don't buy everything all at once. I've been streaming for an hour? Wow. Wait, it's only been an hour? Has anyone been stuck in this weird time warp in the past couple days? Where time has passed much slower than it actually has in your perception? I feel like places that, or things or tasks that usually take me like 45 minutes or ish. See, I look back at the clock and it's only been 15 minutes and I'm already done. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what the hell, man? When you're in class, you feel that so hard? Thank you for justifying my feelings, at least. I'm looking for a veal shank. Can't find it anywhere. Come to find out, I have access to venison shank. So it's venison ossobuco. Ossobuco. Oh, man. Hell yeah. What can I do with my tomatoes? We're going to put it in this bowl. Ossobuco day is a good day. Hell yeah. 10. I love that, Baron. That's awesome. Your professor talks for 5 minutes and you swear it's been an hour. Ouch. See, for me, it's like been the opposite, where it's like, it's not that I think that it's been longer, it's that I'm doing stuff and then I'll look back and I'm like, I've gotten so much done in like an hour that I can't even stand it. It's really strange, actually. All right. We should be getting some good blistering happening here. Kind of hard to see. But you can see like some of the sides, like especially like some of our other tomatoes, you can see that it's kind of looks wilting on the one side of it. That's what you want. We want to soften the outer wall of our tomatoes here. Really let them know who's boss. And then they'll just be really soft and easy to bite through, and they won't explode like I am some sort of cretin eating a creature. Flowerson, welcome in. Gotta drive to work? Good luck at work and safe drives, Lando. I think my day's been an 8 or a 7. These are really good numbers. Even the low numbers, we can give a little bit of that back to people. You know? I'd say I was an 8 myself. And then I've just gradually done things to make my day better. And one of my things is having a little bit of chill time, making some food. Because you know what this is doing for me is this is letting me like relieve myself of future pressures to what I'm going to cook later. Because my measure of productivity is like, what did you get done today? And I'm like, I did everything I did except eating food in the right manner. Speaking of, pepperoni. But if we make food and it's already done, like I'm making food when I'm not exactly hungry. I'm always kind of hungry, but like if I make it when I'm not hungry and then I can make it later, I'm less stressed out about what can I make right away. These tomatoes are actually immediately becoming a little bit nicer to look at. I am going to hit them with a little salt right now, actually. I don't know if I want to do herbs on the tomatoes or I want to do it on the peppers. Haven't decided. Going with instincts. Some of the best food I've ever made for myself has been on stream too. So thank you all for wanting to watch what I do. Because it motivates me to make things even nicer for myself. I didn't cook the Sun Golds. I feel like they don't need it. I don't know. The Sun Golds being the golden cherry tomatoes. It's like an heirloom variety. So. Yeah, it's good. All right, they're kind of starting to explode a little bit, so I think that we're in good shape. I want to make sure like none of them are like too solid for the same reasons I said I wanted to cook them. I think we're good. So, I'm gonna put them in this nice white bowl because the white complements the red. That's the only reason why. I thought it looked nice. Because they're all touching together and hot, they will also steam a little bit longer. So any of the ones that are lingering that didn't quite make it to being blistered will still cook a little bit more. Hi, Cheese. Hi, Kip. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I'm making some tomatoes and pepperonis, hey. The pepperoni pizza. Yeah, you don't like the pepperoni, you're gonna be alone. You know what I say, hey. I'm so sorry. You don't like it a pepperoni. You're big chillin'. I'm glad, Kip. I'm glad. Really enjoyed your stream yesterday with the farming stuff. The half civilization, half farming. These are just tomatoes and salt, too. That's what's so funny about things that look good when you're making them. Like, just the combination of these things. And these are just like flavors that we're going to add, you know? I don't know what I want to do with my bell peppers yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Oil and salt. So it's also not even oil. It's when I cook the pepperoni, a little bit of the fat rendered out of the pepperoni, and then I use that as the oil for the pan for the tomatoes, and then just a little salt. I think it's time, though. I think we're ready to heat up some oil and make pepperoni infused oil that we can spread on pizza and our avocado toast that I'm making in a minute. Using bacon fat is 10 and 10. It really is. I feel like I cheat by doing that all the time. Yo, what's up, Loner? How you doing? You have chosen death? Suggest a cocktail for you? Be happy to. While I'm doing that, I'm going to heat up some oil. Which flavor am I going to work with first? Do I want to go straight for the pepperoni? Just do straight pepperoni? Or do we want to do tomato? I don't think I want to do them together. I think I decided I don't want to. But I am going to do... We're going to do pepper. We're going to do pepper stuff. Bloner, what is your mood of... What is your favorite color today? And not what's your favorite color to look at. What's your favorite color? What is your favorite color to perceive if you are in a submarine traveling to the depths along the continental shelf of the Atlantic United States? Deep question. Yeah, it's getting deeper. We're actually going deeper into the ocean. It's very specific. So I'm going to use canola oil. I was going to use grapeseed oil, but I just wanted a high smoke point, not oxidizable, not oxidizable like oil, like something as neutral as possible. Because I want it to taste like pepperoni. I don't want it to taste like olive oil that has pepperoni in it. Vivid piezo luminescence blue. That's a good blue. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm feeling gold. The color of my monster cans. Hell yeah. We're gonna give you a shot of Goldschlager. It's your fault. You chose it. It's not mine. Okay. Goldschlager being a cinnamon liqueur from Germany with little gold flakes in it. No, gold. You know what I would like to make one day is a version of a mango Clover Club. So usually a Clover Club is raspberries and gin and egg white, etc. But if we did it with mango instead, you would end up with a very golden yellow color. But I think mango would be a suitable alternative because it's pretty sweet, but it's also acidic. You may have to add a little bit of citric acid or lemon juice to the mango mix to keep up with the acid balance, but I think it would work out really well. This song is called Egyptian Tomb by Mighty Baby, for nobody who asked. Mighty Baby. All right. Pepperoni into the oil. It's heating up right now. You only eat gold encrusted food. You know what? That's fair. That makes a lot of sense. A little Midas touch action. Like, might this be a good burger? No. Cover it in gold. You're doing vodka when it gets dropped? Gold Monster and probably Caesars? No. So you're going to only mix Gold Monster energy drinks and vodka and then eat Little Caesars pizza. And that's your cocktail. That's all you get. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Bloody Marys? No, Caesars are different. I've had this Canadian discussion about Caesars so often now. Because so many of our Canadian friends are on Twitch. So if we find out somebody's Canadian, within about a day or two, we have to have a conversation about Caesars. Again, I don't make the rules. Got my canned coffee here, by the way, too. I don't think I'm going to need all this pepperoni, but that doesn't mean I don't want all this pepperoni. Canadians are passionate about their Caesars. What can I say? Orange Julius is king. Okay. I've got oil heating up. It's going to lightly fry from room temperature up to now, this pepperoni. But we need a spice blend to balance out and to also add proper color. So, we don't want to burn dry spices when we do that. Joe! Joe, thanks for the sub, dude. How are you? Welcome in. I could probably make an entire pepperoni pizza infused oil. You know how combos, the stuffed little pretzel treat that has like the weird paste inside of it tastes? All right, that is more than hot enough. Once it comes up to sizzle properties like this, we're done. That's gonna roll. It's frying currently the pepperoni that's in there. Which means we are most likely ready for a spice blend to take action here. Paprika. Ah. Okay. So, I'm gonna save a little bit of this because I want it for later. But just some like chile arbol, aka crushed red pepper. A little bit of gochujara chili flake, which is also a type of crushed red pepper. Korean chili flake. Boom. Goes to app and suggests a first name that sounds odd, interesting. There's an app. And then paprika. So clearly... Oh, his first drink? Nice. I'm sure it's good. Look at this. It's clearly getting flavor into its business right now. And that's all I can ask for. But we want it to taste like pepperoni. We want it to be spicy. We want it to have its day. I'm not going to put black pepper into it because black pepper kind of infuses too much too quickly. But aged red peppers as a move. Hey, Young, what's up? The Youngless DJ. How you doing? What are we synthesizing today? We are infusing oil with pepperoni right now so that I have brushable pepperoni flavor. And to make it nice and pretty and awesome, I'm going to add my blend of spices. I'm also going to skip this song because I'm not into a 2/4 circus act today. Thank you very much. Aged red pepper varieties. Paprika, arbol, and gochugaru. It is off heat. There's no flame right now. It is still hot from when the pepperoni reached temperature to fry. And that's it. Honestly, I will most likely be able to let everything stay in the oil. There's a floaty thing around my camera. Yeah, there's a fly that like won't leave me the hell alone today. I hate it. It's fine. It is going to need a little time. It doesn't just go immediately to where we want it to be, which is fine. I have a good feeling about this oil. I want to put it in a container that makes sense, though. I can't leave it in the saucepan forever. Is it ready for... That's not... This doesn't have a lip. I can't use that. So much oil. It's going to be a lot. But I'm going to be using it over the course of the next couple of weeks to flavor my food. Because it's a good idea. I don't know how long I can leave. I can definitely leave the pepperoni in there for a day or two. I feel like I'm going to have to strain it eventually. Whoa. Nice. Looks good. I like that. It's probably hot. It's not that hot. It's going to cool off quickly. And we want it to basically get to room temperature. Love the color of that. Yeah, me too. If it's not too hot and it doesn't burn the dry spices that you put into it, it stays red. If it starts burning it, it goes like deep dark brown. And it still tastes fine, but you'll get a little bit of like a burn flavor. Not great. Cheddar biscuits and then brush that pepperoni oil on top. That sounds awesome. Maybe I bring that up on another stream. I don't have like cheddar biscuit stuff right now. I'm going to have a lot of Maseca for a while, though. Maseca being the instant tamale mix, where you just, it's like, just add lard and oil, and you get tamale mix, you know? And frankly, it's just good. All right, we're going to let this sit. We're going to let it infuse. I don't want to taste it because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I could taste that right now. But I bet you it's ungodly hot because it retains temperature a lot better. It feels like it's too straightforward right now for me, though. You know what we're going to do? It's still warm. And you know what it can benefit from? Is, I think, just to emphasize that it's pepperoni pizza flavor, is oregano. We're going to try that. Just a little bit. Feels good. Cheddar biscuits, man. When was the last time anyone's been to a Red Lobster? My parents really liked Red Lobster. Looking back, I'm like, that was their, like, let's have a nice dinner night. I didn't like anything that was there. I would have, I would only eat the mozzarella sticks and the cheddar biscuits. And then one day I realized that fried shrimp is pretty good. That's it. You used to work for Olive Garden, so you know all their dirty secrets. In the Garden of Olive, baby. Don't you know that you always be true? Yo, this smells awesome. It kind of smells mostly like the peppers that I put in, but there's a lot of pepperonis floating around in here. You know what wouldn't kill me is eating one of these pepperonis. It's not going to kill me. I know it won't, but what if it does? It's been a good run. All right. It's somehow better. Why aren't we serving all of our pepperonis bathed in oil? This oil is resting in pepperoni right now. Just saying. R.I.P. oil. Now I don't even want to use this for it. Tomato oil, is it overkill to do also another oil? I feel like I should only have one oil running at a time in my kitchen that's like infused, you know? This is so intriguing to me as a vegetarian. I'm sorry, Mahal. I could do an olive oil. I could do an olive oil. Nothing worse than dry ass pepperoni with all of its oils aired out. True, actually. Nah, you do you. Okay. Okay. I will do me. As is tradition. We have our blistered tomatoes. I'm gonna do a quick rinse, and we're gonna do a different one. So I realize I haven't really explained how or why I did the things that I did. First, I'm going to make sure that my saucepan is dry, that I'm going to heat the oil in. What you're essentially doing is heating up things that have aromatic compounds in them, right? So like things that smell great, taste potent, give you a feeling of this would be great with or on. Those are great ingredients to infuse into other things. When you heat up the molecules, they jiggle harder. And when they jiggle harder, they accidentally put part of their jiggly parts into another part of a jiggly part of another molecule called an aromatic compound. Aromatic just means cyclic, and it also does mean that it sticks to our receptors in our nose really easily because of those compounds. And when their jiggly parts get together and they get stuck together, you get an infusion. And with an infusion, it just makes it easier to work with. It's a measurable amount that you can put onto something. Interesting description. You know, I used to... I tutored biology when I was in college because it was the only thing I was like good at in terms of the classes I was taking. And it would be really funny because I would like take very in-depth descriptions and like whittle it down to like, yeah, it's just don't jiggly parts together, you know, and just you got one hexagon touching another pentagon. And it ends up linking up, and there's a little key part, and that's a ketone, baby. I would use very much descriptions like that because that's how I would remember it, you know? I'm going to use very nice olive oil to do this. Some sick Philadelphia olive oil, you know, that's fine. You tutored chemistry and psychology? Cool. People suffering, helping out other people suffering. No big deal. I'm going to only use enough to submerge what I'm using. I don't want to make a lot of this. And I'm going to start at room temperature. And I'm going to use my blistered tomatoes because they've already had their flavor unlocked by heating them. Probably going to use my most mushy. They're probably found at the bottom because they were hot when I put them in the bowl. Use my most mushy tomatoes. You don't need a lot of them. I'll save the other ones for eating. I know what's wrong. Youngless pepperoni chips are a thing and they're delicious. All you have to do is put pepperoni slices on a baking tray and cook them until they're crispy. So like bacon. Pepperoni bacon. Kind of like that. Chemistry bio is the only subject in school I miss. It's the only thing I got like really into. I'm going to have one of these. These taste so much better when they're cooked. Oh my god. They taste less like a plain tomato. And they taste more like they've gone through the process of tasting different because they got heated up. Hydrate? Thank you. I always forget. The accuracy? Yeah. Not so much accurate, I'm just honest when I say stuff. I see where you're coming from, but Crunchy Crispy can still have its oils. It's true. How else do you think I'm great at giving advice? On my own case study. Yeah. But that's also like, that comes from the knowledge of perspective. And that's really cool. We're not going to need to pick off the leaves of the thyme this time. Because this is an infusion and we're not eating anything but the liquid that's in it. So I'm just going to take some of my thyme sprigs and throw them into the oil. I'm going to cut them in half so they stay down though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, perspective. Knowledge of perspective. Hearing people that are very outside. This also comes across in like CEOs, restaurant owners, upper management in corporate structures. They often don't know why they're doing the actions that they're doing, other than there's a number on a paper that they have to reconcile. They're trying to solve issues that don't exist. Because they're conditioned to do that. It's a very good example of how a lack of perspective can make you unable to lead. And that makes me upset that they're in the position of power over other people's lives. Yeah. But here we are making food in my kitchen. I'm putting some herbs into my tomatoes. Tomatoes. My grandfather used to talk like that. On my Irish side. He would say things like, yeah, I'm going down to the farmer's stand up at Thursday. I'm gonna get some tomatoes. You know what I mean? Tomatoes. Not tomatoes. Not tomato. Tomato. It's all A's all the way down. You know what drives me up the wall? The fact that herb and Herbert are pronounced differently. No, they're not. It's clearly Herbert. This is too much tarragon. What? You say anything with confidence, people are likely to believe you. Now you don't know. Is it pronounced Herbert? What's next? You all used to watch Harry Potter growing up. The H was silent. Harry. Who's Robert? I'm just putting enough to submerge the ingredients that I put in here. All I've put in are my blistered tomatoes and some thyme and tarragon and olive oil. I have a little more tarragon, but I don't need it. It's too much. It'll taste like minty if I do too much of it. Herbart. Yeah. We need some new names. I haven't come across like a new name in a while. You know? Cheese, I swear to God, I keep laughing. Good. Keep it that way. I'm just trying to live, laugh, love. Open this bitch. I'm not funny. I just can't control where my brain goes. Thank you.
No.
Yes. Herbate. Fully loaded. Hell yeah. Good movie. The movie is not that great, but I can't say it's overrated, but everyone loves it. But that doesn't mean it's good. It's one of those rare movies, you know? Where did I put my spoon? Oh, here it is. Okay. Bad movie, fun time. I think that's what it is. I think that's really what it comes down to. It's not Herbie. It's not Irby, it's Kirby. K is silent. Yeah, Kirby, the video game character, is actually fully loaded. This is true. It was an okay movie. The fact that everyone has an opinion on this movie that isn't good is what is really funny about it. Or that somehow it comes back around to be a punchline when you least expect it. You know? To everyone who was wondering what the special ingredient was for pizza today, it is in fact not pineapple. And we're not starting that discussion. Okay? We are not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about pineapple on pizza. That is literally the lowest hanging fruit. Anything that you can find that is a 50-50 discussion, if you did a vote on it and it came out 50-50, will always be the most controversial topic because everyone will think they're right because it's too close to 50%. Discuss. I want you to discuss the informatics of statistical probabilities of the general populace liking pineapple on pizza. The informatics of those beautiful ass tomatoes. My favorite tomatoes come out of my ass. How are you, Food Beast? What's up? I am so sorry. Ass-matos? Though, honestly, though, maybe. Anything you decide delicious is delicious, and the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What if it wasn't? What if beauty was only in the eyes of the holder? The holder, not the beholder. Well, no, that's what we're talking about, though. Are tomatoes good? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because you're holding it in your beehole. That's the only explanation I can think of. There's gonna be literal fish on pizza. You can handle a pineapple. I like anchovy. I think anchovy on pizza is awesome. Everyone, Kenji, can we shout out Food Beast really quick? Food Beast is doing a fantasy draft of your favorite fast food items. It's like football fantasy stuff. And they do really good food content on Twitch. So if you like some unique food content with a theme, go check out their channel. They're going to be doing something like that today. So as soon as I saw this Sizzle Me Timbers situation going on with the tomatoes, I stopped the heat. It's still kind of bubbling a little bit here, but I don't want to burn anything. And once it's up to a temperature where we are actually starting to fry a little bit, we can definitely, you know, it's just like, it's hot enough. You don't want to burn anything. Yeb. Hi, Yeb. What's up? How you doing? We're making tasty things. Holy shit. Food Beast, thank you for gifting a sub to Young. DJ Knowledge Extraordinaire, thanks for gifting a sub. They now have no ads and the cheesiest emotes on Twitch. Yeah, but I hope you're having a good day. And I'm also gonna say that, Kenji, can we shout out Young Elderberry, because I love hanging out in her streams. Some of the best improv setups and structures I've ever seen. You're excited for pizza? Unicorn Dre, welcome in. Sam the Sock, thank you for 100 bits. Food Beast, thank you for gifting a sub to Yeb. Yeah, you have cheesy ass emotes now. And no ads. Let's get the hypes. Seriously. We're here hanging, dude. Hanging and banging. What else can we say? Yeah, look at that. Nice little cheesy heart emotes. It's probably my least used I don't use like my own emotes, but I do. I do use my own emotes when it makes sense with cheese. I don't know. I feel like I can't when I'm in other chats. It's self-promo. I'll use them in my own chat. You're here for the pizza? Yeah, it's going to be like a French bread situation. But the cool part is that I'm making a topping based on infusing oil with pepperoni. So we can enjoy a pepperoni pizza without having pepperoni on it. You know what I'm saying? We got some pepperones, hey. And they're not alones. We got some peppers in the pepperones, hey. Yeah, you see that? You got the Pika cheese. That's good shit. Because some people want their pepperoni or their pizza to taste like pepperoni, but not have pepperoni on it. So it's inspirational, is what I'm saying. Will you eat the pepperoni after? Absolutely. I even got a little extra. In case I want to just take a big hunk of bite out of there. This might actually need to heat up a little bit more. We'll top some of it with some pepperoni, and then we'll spread some of it with some pepperoni oil, and we'll compare and contrast. Rip into that sucker. Oh, it's gonna happen, Sam. Also, welcome in. Hope you're all having nice days. I'm gonna sizzle me timbers on this tomato situation really quick. We have herbs. We have tomatoes that have already been blistered and cooked, broken, if you will. Once I feel like it's sufficiently hot enough and infusing properly, I'll stop the heat so we don't burn any of the herbs. And let's hear it actually real quick. You like that? That is so loud. I don't know if it's just my monitor that's super loud. I don't know, but whatever. I'm only leaving it on for like a second. Instead of turning off the heat, I turned it up. It needs a little oregano too. The oregano is dried. But we're just balancing the act between the thyme and the tarragon. That's going to be staying there. I don't want to cross-contaminate my flavors, even though it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Just going to go ahead and stir. And I think we're in a good situation now, where the oil itself will infuse. I can take it off heat, put it in another small bowl. That is safe to use. Frankly, I think I can use this little guy. Speaking of this cross-contamination situation. Thanks for the gifted subs, Rubius. I really appreciate that. And I'm glad to see all your friendly faces. Thanks for coming to hang out in my kitchen and listen to some bridge blues psychedelic music. Because that was what I was in the mood for when I played my liked list today. Come on. Hey, look at that. This lets me also picture like what kind of jar I gotta put it in, you know? I can fit it in a little small jar. Hi, Dad. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? What's going on? I hope you're having a good day. So we use these tomatoes with some herbs in there. I'm gonna like do a weird thing and kind of like sniff at it. Ooh, what's that smell like? Ooh. Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm not really sorry. This is what we're working with. Hey. Hey. Focus. It doesn't want to focus today, and I'm okay with that. It smells like warm olive oil, but I can smell a lot of herbs, and I know the tomatoes are getting in there. So I think that it's going to be nice, but it's going to take some time to let like sit there. Either way, both of these options are going to be sitting and infusing for a while. You're good. Just been cleaning all day. You made some mac and cheese. Awesome. Yesterday, I did a thing where I did everything that I needed to do while standing up all at once. And then I went to do all the stuff I could do sitting down all at once, which of course included 5 a.m. MMO playing. But that was after I got a bunch of other stuff done. And I think that was like the move for me personally, because I get like I like get like all mixed up if like I don't do everything all at once and then move on to another task. Hi Hubris, what's up? How you doing? It really helped with my workflow. So like getting a bunch of stuff done and then sitting down and having mac and cheese would be awesome. I'd be so fired up about that. I'd be like, let's go. Pick an anime, watch it while eating my mac and cheese. That's kind of like what I do. Whenever I take a lunch break, it's always kind of like I only have one anime that I watch at a time. And I'll watch like 2 episodes while I'm eating, and then that's my TV for the day, you know? You ever want to recommend anime to people that you know, but then realize that there might be a little bit too much fan service in it? So then you're like, well, maybe I'll just be quiet about this one. It's just like, yeah. It's not too much. The actual stories are like good, but like it's just funny because I'll throw it in there and I'm like, oh god. When were you watching the Eva movies? Evangelion? Yeah. Evangelion, the theme song just comes up in my life so often. Someone I know was playing music on stream. They were doing piano stuff. And it was fascinating because they had brought up Evangelion. They hadn't played it in like 6 months on stream, and they like pulled up the sheet music and were capable of like reading it out real quick and just banging it out. And it was perfect. And I was like, holy shit. Because it was like classical piano style too. Just awesome. Like, love that. You know? Um, oh man. I just closed the thing I needed. Dan, what's up? Banging it out every day. How you doing? Welcome in. Everyone, Daydreamer Dan is in Italy right now with Nikage. So say hi to Italy. Oh my god, is that Mahal? It is. Do you play Mario Kart on Switch? I do. I actually own Mario Kart for... I owned it for the Wii U, and I bought it for the Switch just so I could play with people. Buongiorno. Yeah. I hope you're having a really nice day, Dan. It's been really cool to see the spots you've been picking out to go and see. Jesus cooler than me even when I'm in a different country. Everyone's cool no matter where they are. It's just for different reasons. Ciao, technically? It means hello and goodbye. It's aloha. Dan streams are awesome. If we could shout out Daydreamer Dan, actually. IRL travel streams right now, but also does food streams and some of the funniest tier list content I've seen being pushed around. So I love that. Welcome in. Sleepy but good. Hell yeah. I have like periods of time in the middle of the day where I just like get super sleepy after feeding myself. Usually. Like I had like an avocado sandwich today. You doing a pepperoni pizza drink? I actually already did a pepperoni pizza drink like a year ago, which means I could do it again right now. But I could do it again right now. I can't. It actually takes like a couple days to do it. But actually what I'm doing is like a topping that is infused pepperoni oil. It's not just oil from the pepperoni. It's just infused oil with pepperoni. And we're going to use it as like a pizza topping. And then I'm also going to do... we're going to make like a strawberry situation for a Negroni. It's dope and kind of wild. Oh, yeah. It's actually kind of neat. Gaming streams, this is actually kind of neat. Welcome in. This is what I do. I also game. Actually, I was thinking about it the other day. When they did the recap, my first time, it was like, there were 3 things that I streamed. It was food and drink, Mario Kart, and Bloodborne. Those are the only things that I like did on stream. I've like refocused into mostly cooking stuff, but there's a couple games I've been sitting on that when I do want to do a game setup again, I'm going to be showing y'all, and it's going to be sick. Need Bloodborne on PC? Yeah, people are going to talk about that until it happens, no matter what. I get sleepy too if I'm like, time for coffee. Yeah, that's why I've been like crushing coffee. I think I just crushed my coffee. Hi, Cheese. Hi, Dorito Puke. What's going on? I've been well, thank you. Welcome in. I'm kind of like stalling because like literally these oils can just sit here. They just get better. The work's already done. So what you do is you heat the oil so that it accepts the flavors more. You heat the stuff you wanted to put in the oil first if you want it to be more flavorful. You let it sit. The longer it sits, the better it gets. It should be good for up to a month. Did you make the dough already? I'm not making dough. I'm doing easy stuff today because I felt like it. We are gonna do French bread pizza, bro. You know why? Because it's been a while since I whipped out my lightsaber on stream. Not sexual. I got bread. We're gonna do French bread pizza. And I got this really nice baguette from a local bakery. Some bread makers, if you will. Sexy Bread. New stage name? Imagine not drinking just because you enjoy the taste and not because you have an addiction to caffeine. You put your ass on. Yeah, exactly. I enjoy the taste a lot, but I also drink too much of it. That's fine. I'm cutting back. Drink all the good coffee for me, Dan? Yeah, dude. Dan should be drinking all of the coffee. You want that bread inside of me? We'll make some pizza and make that happen. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to preheat my oven. These are good to go pretty much. I don't think I need my herbs. I do need my pepperoni still. These herbs could probably go back. These Sun Golds, we're gonna do like French bread pizza and a type of avocado toast. I'm just gonna put together something. I have a few. I just feel like this oil would be really good as a multi-purpose kind of a deal. We're gonna use the oils that we're infusing, and that's how we're gonna feature it. Then after all of that, we'll see if we work on another cocktail that takes more than one day to make. Tomorrow, in addition to this ideally smoked strawberry Negroni that we're going to put together, I think I'm going to mess with this stuff. I have a whole pint of these little cactus fingers called okra. Doesn't taste like much, but makes good frying companions to other things. You can bread it and fry it. Oh, we get it. You pull. I don't know. That's awesome. So I'm probably gonna mix these with poblano and jalapeno and make tamales. How long till the pizza's done? Do you have time to drive 2 hours from New York? It'll probably be gone. You love okra? How have you had okra? I've only had it in soups or stews, like in the stew. I'm so sorry, Young. And also like breaded and fried. And usually it's because I'll like have it and I'll like wish that I was having like a broccoli cheddar bite or like a jalapeno popper, and then I'll bite it and I'll be like, it's okra. Damn it. But it's still good because the sauce that it's served with is always awesome. It's always similar to like Cane's sauce. It's like a horseradish Thousand Island situation. So the sauce usually is what makes it, which goes for a lot of things out there, you know, dippable items, etc. Church's Chicken serves fried okra. Ah. I recently found out that I have basically every chicken chain in the United States in Philadelphia. If I wanted Cane's, I can get Cane's. If I want Church's Chicken, they have that. There's another one here that no one even knows about called Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Probably it has been repeatedly voted the best one, and it's out of a gas station. It's just like, oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, there's Church's, there's Cane's, there's it's a huge Church's too. It's like the size of a, but when I saw it, it was like in North Philly somewhere. Um Not a nice neighborhood, but really good chicken. It was the size of like a Target. It was insane. Um yeah, I should get that. I should get that one of these days. I'm gonna try it out, you know what I mean? Oh my god, what did I just knock over? Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, I've been talking a lot. I apologize for nothing, but also I'm kind of distracting myself. It's kind of like when you like accidentally walk by when you're like doing something and you like walk by the TV and you like sit down for 2 seconds on the couch and you only put the TV on to have like a random like streamed nature documentary on, but something comes on and you're like, ooh. And then you're like, I want to, and then suddenly you realize you have distracted yourself. It's just like, okay. Where my parents are from, there's a dish called Binda Nu Shak. Binda means okra. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gujarati, maybe? I don't want to pronounce anything wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. And the full meaning is okra curry, and it's basically fried okra, spices, and Easter with roti. Oh, I could see that. Incredibly spicy. I love that. I'm a spicy person. I love that. I think it's time. I'm going to preheat this oven. It doesn't have to be that hot. If I make it too hot, remember the bread is already baked. Wait, you said it perfectly? I mean, it's just a word. You wrote it. That's the hardest part. Just think about where it comes from and what kind of languages uses it. And then you'll know how to pronounce anything. Only thing I can't do are Cyrillic languages. Because I just don't know what the letters sound like. Well, no, I can't say that because there's like literally the entire Southeast Asian like written language that's just like I don't even know. I can't tell the difference between some of them. Inventory full. What's up, yo? You said both things perfectly. What the hell? I've never heard someone pronounce being the new shop. Isn't that just say it how it's supposed to be? Well, thank you. Stroking my reading ego. Thinking about what I want to do first. I think it's pizza time. Pizza's fun, right? I haven't really been streaming that long. While we're doing that, honestly, I could do everything all at once, but that's not that fun. I have plenty of time. Avocado toast. We're gonna work with some like 12-grain bread. I'm going to make sure I'm gonna basically make a form of guacamole with it. Because that's really the move. You don't want to just do flat avocado. The best kind of avocado toast is basically guacamole spread onto like a nice toast, and then, ow, I'm sorry. And then that also brings me back to like the best kinds of Bloody Marys are essentially forms of either a spicy tomato sauce that happens to have horseradish, but really it's more like a mustard flavor in tomato sauce. Um, but if you made a type, there's a type out there called green Bloody Marys, and they're usually made with tomatillos and maybe, if you're lucky, some avocado blended in. The best kind is essentially like an avocado salsa verde. And it's essentially the same kind of recipe. It's great. Still shocked. I'm a shocker. What can I say? I want to toast. I want to toast some stuff real quick. Thick avocados. I don't know what a thick avocado is. They do have those like wild kind of avocados. I think they have a specific name. It's the non-Hass variety. One of my uncles used to have a tree with one of those in the back. They're like very green, have almost like a waxy, super green skin to them. But they're huge. They're like 3 times the size of a normal avocado. Thanks for the follow, Ben the Scorpion. Hope you're having a nice day. Little Buffalo Springfield coming on. I'm into it. When we toast bread, you can use a toaster. It's perfectly reasonable. Keep in mind it will be dry if you do that. I use a toaster all the time, but only when I'm making sandwiches, essentially, because if I'm making a sandwich, I'm usually like strapped for time, because I'm always strapped for time. But like, I am yeah. That was a massive fly. The angle, I could see it. The fact that it like knows somehow where there's like a light right by the camera. See, there it goes. Oh, it's sort of like you can see it. Look, it's also flying perfectly in line with my face between the camera and the light, so you can like see it even more. Nahal, you can't say stuff like that on the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month. ¿Cómo estás? Trying to get me canceled? Nah, it's fine. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month, by the way. Everyone. Sometimes I always forget. It's always some month, and I'm like, it's cool. But I'm always like fired up about everyone's culture, you know? And identities. I'm trying to think. I was talking about toast. I do butter in the pan when I'm not strapped for time, especially if I want to make like a sandwich thing that's like grilled cheese. If I want to melt some cheese with my bread, I'm putting it in a pan. I'm not like, but you can get away with putting it in a toaster, letting it pop, throwing it in the microwave, melting the cheese in the microwave, slapping it together. Totally fine. There is no wrong way to truly do something unless it's like awful to eat. Then maybe like try a different way next time. But the first time you do it, it's totally fine too. Use a broil setting in an oven to do that. If I had to make like a whole tray of bread, I would probably do that too. Thank you for the bits. Ronnie, hi. What's up? See, I'm nice to Ronnie. Don't say fuck you, Ronnie. Mahal, if one wanted to look into Islamic culture in an academic and respectful way, do you have any recommendations? College courses. Good to see you, Ronnie. Hope you're having a nice day. Scale of 1 to 10. Anyone who hasn't put it in chat yet, how you doing? Because I'm doing great. Not perfect. Not by any means. But could be a lot worse. And relatively pretty damn good in general. Oh my god, Cheese, do you want to see something? I always want to see something. 8. Heard that. That's very workable. Solid 7. Oh. We're icing it. Better TTV emote. Oh god. What is it? I'm clicking on it. What is this? Oh my god. I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on it. I like it. Mahal reminded me. Just trying to enjoy your snack or whatever it is. What are you eating there, by the way? Let me DM you on that. Love all my college stuff. You're a double minor. Oh, hell yeah. Just got back from doing errands, eating ramen now. Yes. Hell yeah, ramen. This should be enough butter. I'm going to keep one. The link is safe for anybody who's in chat. You don't have to click on it, but it's a picture of Mahaljani eating something, but also seemingly reacting to being judgmental over what someone said. Mahal's first interaction with me was making political jokes. Okay, so I was 1000% accurate. It's like, there's probably something questionable in chat that was meant to be funny, but someone's making a stink face at it now. So, yeah, that makes sense. We keep it pretty civil here, though. This is a lot of butter. I think I made a huge mistake. And by huge mistake, I mean decent. It's gonna get real warm in here real fast, too. I have the oven on and my stovetop on now. 6, I'm slow today. And a hi. Hi, Kev. How you doing? You shall be called Kep. We're gonna uptrend anybody who's having an less than medium day. A medium rare day, if you will. By just kind of being here and existing with each other. I think that's my move. So what I'm going to do, because I think I used too much butter, is I'm going to take some of the butter on one side of the toast, and then I'm going to flip it immediately. And now just hit the other side, and when I flip it back over, it should be fine. Also, what? I'm going to make sure that it's in contact. We got workable numbers all around. We're hanging out in my kitchen. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I kept the butter out in case I needed more, but I don't think I will. Wait, cheese? Are those chinos? Do people know what chinos look like just by looking at them? Okay, who's Maul? I don't know obvious things, okay? I might know a lot. Or it seems like I know. And I don't know. It's not your girl, it's Mahal. Mahal is right there. Pink name. You might own this exact pair. Cool. It's a good color. I find lighter off kind of like a little more white in the color pastel or like different things work for me a lot more. Yeah, you can mostly tell by the material and stitch pattern. The answer is yes, they are chinos. What's a chino? It's tightly woven fabric of pant variety, I believe. And what I'm wearing. I like chinos. I've always kind of liked them. They fit better. Yeah. Like denim. It's kind of like denim, yeah. It's a little softer, I think. It's like if you went in between jeans and khakis. I think that's how I want to describe it. So I'm going to do a weird thing that's not that weird at all. I'm going to stir up my pepperoni oil that we made over here. And I'm going to taste it. I'm gonna taste it. Because I feel like it's not hot, so why not? And that was the moment he realized it was very spicy. Like Dickies brand. A little bit, yeah. I'm going to flip these bad boys over before it burns. The outside edges were getting a little crispy. Your shirt is really nice. I love pastel blue. Yeah, I find that the color works for me. I liked it, so I was like, oh, I could get that color again. Does it taste enough like pepperoni? That is the question. It does, but it's still a little like, I feel like it could have been more. It's very much like pepperoni. No, it's like pepperoni. It's basically heartburn. So what I'm going to do right now... Oh, I pushed that way too fast and it messed it up. Okay, there it goes. Okay. We're going to take a little bit of our pepperoni oil. And I'm going to drizzle it onto this side of the bread. Yeah, basically it tastes like heartburn. No, but really. Have you ever had half a pot of coffee and then tried to eat pepperoni pizza? It's not the coffee. It's the heartburn. Yeah, it's a look. The emote's a look, Flowerson. We skip to hyperbole often because it's fun. We're just having fun. Nami. I feel like I'm going to burn my bread somehow. So I'm going to turn it on to lower heat. Right now, I'm basically making pepperoni bread. Geno's is a food? Ah. Yeah, Hubris loves shitposting. Truly. In a good way, though. Now, I don't think this is going to be toasted enough on this side. Oh, it is, because it was dry. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do both sides because I want it to taste like it. And, you know, I'm doing multi-purpose stuff here. I'm going to make this. That's why I was like, you know, how can I feature this pepperoni oil situation? We're just going to put stuff on stuff and have a good time. You know what I mean? So I've got this super red pepperoni flavored oil. We're going to do a little drizzle poo. Pepperoni heartburn is basically pepperoni revenge. Pepperoni revenge. Hell yeah, it is. Look at that. My oily bread. Yo, can I have a timeout for Mahal being vegetarian? No, absolutely not. Everyone's welcome. In fact, I feel like I gotta advertise when I'm actually making vegan food for y'all. Vegetarian is one thing. Vegan is a whole nother level when it comes down to it. But like, I feel like some people do stay away. Because if there's any meat involved at all, which is fine. I just, you know, it's beliefs, choices, and preferences. I agree with it. I make a lot of vegetarian food by accident, though. I feel like Sam would love this pepperoni oil. That's why I'm making it, Ronnie. Sam inspired it. It's heating up enough that I can see the oil bubbling on this side of the bread. The one that I just added. I thought it was a really good idea, actually. Also, that's why I'm making it. I'm just like, this is a good idea. Like, why don't we just have something that tastes like pepperoni but isn't pepperoni? I think it would be really good. And I'm already pleased with where it's going. My parents told, you should have cooked everything in the microwave. No. I don't have an air fryer. Speaking of appliances that would be useful. But I saw an Instant Pot the other day. I think Dova was mentioning it, that she got a Darth Vader Instant Pot. And I think I want an Instant Pot before I get an air fryer. Because I already like cook stuff differently anyway, but an Instant Pot is something you can't really replicate because you can make stews like way faster. But there was an R2-D2 Instant Pot. I posted a link of it somewhere. You believe Instant Pot actually makes one that also multi-functions as an air fryer. Oh, but I want one that looks like R2-D2. So this is very specific. An R2-D2 Instant Pot. Yeah. Google. You'll see it right away. It's on Amazon now too. I wonder how great focaccia bread would be with the different infused oils. Awesome. Focaccia bread is built for oils. Humans are just plants with more complex emotions, hubris. That's true. I am a plant. I've been planted here by the man to make food. Watch I burn something here. Like, watch I burn everything that I'm doing right now. I gotta, like, make sure the oil kind of evaporates a little bit. It's a little toasty, but it's not burnt. It's just a little toasty, alright? I want it to be, like, scrapable, like, ASMR. Like, oh, yeah, that's a scrapable toast. Oh, yeah. And then you're like, yeah, I agree. Weird, gruff cowboy who decided to come in and comment on my avocado toast. Hello there. It's good work. Thank you for the follow. Cheese, what's your least favorite bio topic and why was it plant bio? You know what's actually really fucking funny is that's true. There would be times so they make you take different kinds of bio classes. I literally took so much biology when I was in college that I wasn't allowed to take any more biology and have it count as credit. But I refused to take anything other than the required ecology course that involved plant biology because I said, screw you. I don't care about plant genetics. I am only doing animal genetics. Get off my dick kind of thing. Stop trying to make me care about plants. But I was very, very fascinated by being able to see the way that plants had evolved to be best suited to their niche environment. Whether it be growth location or how it just works. They're just perfectly suited for being exactly where they are. It's incredible. And that comes from a molecule that decided to fold over a couple trillion times, you know? Did you like biochem? No. Too much math. Physical, also weak bonds, weak sauce. Strong bonds, lame. Don't care. But I still had to take it, and it was fine. What was your... Yeah. I think the air fryer attachment for some of those Instant Pots are just lids. I think Ninja does it too. I think this is done, by the way. I've tutored general chemistry so much for years it appeared in my dreams. General chemistry is the worst. General chemistry is awful. How dare you? How dare you try to make me learn all of the angles of chemistry in one class? None of it makes sense together. All of it is disjointed and weird. Until it specializes into individual subjects of those many general courses, it doesn't make any sense. So stop it. I don't know. Strong opinions. I'm built of them. All right. I think my bread is going to be as done as I want it to be right now. We're going to let it sit and think about what it's done for a little bit. As I do that, we're going to do the same thing I did here, but in an oven with French bread. Okay? So how to do that? We're going to let this sit and rest. It'll be fine. Biochem was dope until you had to memorize all 1,000 steps of metabolism. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. It is hot in here. I'm going to go make sure that my air conditioner is doing its job real quick. All right. So what I need to do here, I'm gonna bust out a little baking tray. And we're going to do the same thing. And with the knowledge of my poopy toast that I just made, we are going to toast up some baguettes the same way. Once it's kind of heated up and going, we're going to turn that into French bread pizza. Irony of me being good at general chemistry is because I was forced to take AP Chem. I refused to take any AP classes in high school. I said, this is the only time that I'm going to have to be able to enjoy myself for a minute. And not me checking not me checking my not me checking my list of users in chat to make sure my mom isn't here. I wanted to be stoned the entire time I was doing anything in high school. So I refused to make anything more challenging academically for myself because it didn't matter. You're going to get into the same class. You're going to get into the same colleges anyway. So it's just like, who cares? Like, I don't give a shit. It's high school. It's just like, all right. Sweet. No! Pisces! Right after I said that. Hello, Raiders! Welcome on in. Pisces, how was your stream? Are you playing Bloodborne now? The House of Unstable brings you love and sass. That's how I choose to read that, by the way. What a time to raid. Yeah. Welcome, Raiders. You just heard about how I didn't care about high school and just wanted to be stoned the whole time. But really what I'm doing here is cooking on Twitch. Welcome on in, y'all. Hi. Pisces, how are you? What's going on? FromSoft streamer extraordinaire, Unstable Pisces, has brought the house down, as you would say. Swill. Dancer. And then we have a bunch of new friends. What's going on? Snap. Hi. Good to see you. So, how was your stream? I hope you're doing really well. I hope you had fun. Penny Lunium, hi. Pyrotic Void, hi. He's all that, hi. Totally Trent, Nightly, Christian, Cloud Mountain, Joe Cherries, Authenticate. Wow, that's a cool name. A+ follow message? Yeah, hello there. I am a huge Star Wars fan. So I have a lot of Star Wars little things. I have a lot of like little things that are pop references to things I like. Mr. Viviano? Mr. Viviano, hello. Welcome in. I also like Terminator a little bit. Not a huge fan of this guy anymore, but like the awkwardness of this hug really gets me sometimes. Perfect. Today was Zelda. Oh, you're doing Zelda now? Oh, hell yeah. It should be awful. It should be illegal. That used to be one of the only things that I streamed, and it was a lot of fun. And then I never beat Orphan, the last boss, so of the DLC. So, whatever. Stream was wonderful. Happy you could finally raid me. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Welcome on in, raiders. Today I am infusing oil. I'm making a pepperoni flavored oil here. So we have a spreadable pepperoni, like kind of coatable thing. I also have some blistered cherry tomatoes and herbs infusing into this one. We also have extra blistered tomatoes and sun golds. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a pepperoni-less pepperoni French bread pizza and an avocado toast. I do cocktail creation and cooking on Twitch. My job as a professional bartender has put me in charge of making a lot of cool cocktails for some cool places. And I paid attention a lot to my chef friends and learned how to cook. And I like to cook at home, so one of the things I like to share on Twitch is what I'm good at with you. And I'm glad that you're here in my kitchen with me now. How's the gym going? Really good. Keep consistently in my schedule. And it's really cool to be healthy, you know? It's a good outlet. And it's about like mind and body kind of balance, you know? One supports the other. And Pisces, if you need to shut down stream and like relax and like not say anything for a while, feel free to lurk, and thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you're having a really nice day. Raiders, welcome in. I also like to say, maybe once or twice a stream, that if you've had a chance or haven't had a chance to do something nice for yourself yet today, make sure you do it. Whether it's a small action or something that you wanted to get off and do that you've been waiting on for a while, go ahead and do it because you deserve it. All right. Hey, if you like cocktails, if you like food, if you like me on the fly winging recipes that I have no idea what I'm doing about,
I traveled 500 miles.
I'm going to do it here. Chrissy Pants, hello. I do it here. And welcome in. Being here is doing something nice for myself. Too kind, Snap. Too kind. And welcome in, everybody. You're here in my kitchen. We're listening to some post-blues psychedelic rock from the 60s and 70s. And we're about to make some snacks. I'm putting them together right now. I'm actually pulling out a baguette. This is what we're going to use for our pizza time. I already toasted up some toast with pepperoni oil. And I have a feeling that it's going to be great. I'm also going to move my oils really quick. Yeah, pull up a chair, relax, listen to some tunes, have a good time. And I'm glad to have your company, y'all. I'm going to lurk a little bit, find food, return for the spreadables. Yeah, we're doing one of these. You know how it is. Would you consider whacking that fly with a baseball? Like a baseball with the baguette? Maybe. What? You're starting to feel great? Oh, that's awesome. I think I'm going to cut this in half before I try to cut it lengthwise, because it's just too much to manage with how long it is. You know what I mean? Also, this oil is like right at my elbow, which means I am most likely to knock it over right now. Hang on. Must be nice. What do y'all mean? Tasty Vision, what's up? How are you? Welcome back. Feels like it's been forever. You know, I used to have a lot of friends that just end of sentence, you know? Time me out. Don't time it. It's fine. He asked for it. Well, they sure did ask for it, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you everyone for the follows too. Joe Cherries, Cloud Mountain, Authenticate. I'm sorry. ADHD. Thank you for the follows. What's going on here? It's my brand at this point. First impressions. Can only make them once. Can only ruin them once, too. That's why I do what I do on my streams. Just making first impressions constantly. Untimeout. I didn't know that was that's how they phrased that command, actually. Yeah, welcome in, y'all. We're here hanging, we're here banging. Making banging things and hanging. That's what we're doing. I'm cutting some bread because I want to make that bread. I'm glad to have you here. Chrissy Pants, thank you for the hydrate. I always forget. That's why that's actually a button here. Yellow Mahal. What's Yellow Mahal? I actually don't know what that is. Oh. Whenever handling a knife, make sure you're paying attention. It's very helpful in the long run. Gotta protect the digits? Yeah. Consistency is key. We have brands to maintain, and I like to maintain my brand. Of chilling and dealing with your bullshit, everybody. We are going to take our pepperoni oil. Thanks for the lurk, Snap. I appreciate it. Y'all are so great. I love seeing people I know in mutual communities. Honestly, the connections that we make on Twitch are freaking awesome. There's a lot of really good people to hang out with. And again, I did a little mention before, but what I like to do on Twitch and what I want to do on Twitch is do what I was going to do anyway. Because on a regular basis, I'm doing cool shit. Because I like it. I like to play video games. I like to hang out with people that are cool. And I like to play music. And I like to make good food that I can eat either right on the spot or eat later, depending on my mood. I'm oiling these suckers up. We're going hard right now. Let's go. Eventually I will be everywhere and unstoppable. All-encompassing, omniscient, omnipresent. Hell yeah. Need a snack? Yeah, everyone, if you need snacks, if you need to hydrate, if you need something else in your hand, feel free to grab it. Knowing that you're having some sick snacks lets me know that we're all enjoying some cool stuff together. If you are having a snack currently, or if you are going to go grab one now or later, let me know what it is too. Your snacks give me inspiration on what I'm going to be making. That okra curry that we had mentioned earlier today. So tomorrow I should be making a type of tamale with poblanos, jalapenos, and okra, I think. That okra curry has me a bit perplexed and fascinated because some of my best ideas are combinations of several ideas. You know what I mean? Pupsor, welcome in. Just finished icing a chocolate cake for your partner's birthday. Happy birthday, partner. Howdy. I'm enjoying a nice snack of cake scraps. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, it's shaped too. You cut it into a nice shape to have scraps. I love that. Or molded it or did the thing. Gib, please. Oh, we're working on it. Don't worry. I don't know if this... There's a lot of oil just like kind of sitting in the crevices, in the nooks, in the crannies. I don't really want that. But we're working with what we got. Cut the tops off so they're even. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. This oil looks bomb. Yeah, it's pepperoni, gochujaro chili flake, paprika, and chili arbol. And a lot of pepperoni. Geez, imagine it's tough coming up with menu items when the clientele must only want one thing. And it's sickening. The menu items are made when I'm sitting around staring at a wall, having things hit me in the face that are ideas, and then whether or not I write them down is key on whether or not it gets done. It's going to be so bomb. I really feel like it is too. I'm grabbing a baking tray. Or am I? It'll work. Will this fit? Yeah. I can send you my mom's recipe. Love to share it. That would be awesome. I love recipes. I don't usually follow them, as some of you have hung out here a lot. No, I don't really follow recipes, but they are 100% an inspiration source, and at least gets me on the right track of where I'm going with my ingredients and my process of cooking. If there's specific ways to like treat things, I'll usually look up a video. And when I say that, I mean like how to break down certain items. Like whether it's a cool produce I've never worked with before, or a type of meat for that matter. That's to order you. Goddamn, the gym is treating you well. What? Geez, imagine it's tough coming out with menu items. The clientele is only wants one thing, and that's to order you. Oh, I now understand what the sentence is. Yeah, no, I'm oblivious. 99.9% of the time, I have no idea. That's why I'm so like awkward. Or like, that's not why I'm so awkward. It's like, no, I'm just oblivious. I'm the one to walk in a room and not realize anything. But I'll like, you know, I don't know. I had like a coworker one time that would be like, you know, you're really smart, but like you're really, you say some really, you really don't know some things. And I'm like, yeah. Does anyone else's mom recipes have a lot of eyeballing measurements? Authenticate. My my measurements are metric fistfuls, handfuls, pinches, whole asses, and also a bunch of. I actually use those measurements on stream a lot. I'm not even kidding. If I like say use an apple for something, I'll be like, and you're gonna put this whole ass apple in it, and like that's what I'll say. Majority of your mom's recipes are eyeballed. I don't think my mom has recipes. My grandma has recipes. I do not. Whole ass is a good unit of measurement. Oh, I know. Inspiration for whatever you'd like to do. Yeah, I also like to share. If anyone wants to join a food Discord, my Discord is pretty much a food Discord with a bunch of organized channels. Sylvan, hi, good to see you. I would recommend joining it so you can dump all of your like art, music, and food stuff in there, but also just for other reasons that are really good, including knowing the stream And the best reason is that I never use at everyone. So join my Discord because I will not at everyone for every little thing that I do. And you're only going to get a couple notifications a week unless you sign up for them. Food Discords. Wow, these are like the perfect length to fit in here. Look at that. That's satisfying. Cheese's favorite type of apples? I actually have no idea what clip you're talking about. Now that I say it. I always want to talk about food, so yes. Yes! You finally got your coconut opened? I hope you're okay. I've always wanted to try one, but I don't know how you open it. Also, the price is terrible. Yeah. I've used machetes to open coconuts before. It's just a pain in the butt. It's usually because they're not actually ripe. Or, like, developed enough. Alright, we're going to throw this in the oven now. It's going to toast up. Some of this oil is going to evaporate. Once it's kind of good and toasted and ready to rock, then I'm going to convert it into little mini pizzas. And I think it's going to be great. So, let's do it. Mostly scared of cutting myself? Yeah, I've done that. It's hard. It's hard to open coconuts. They're not easy. I saw like a random TikTok the other day that came up on my like whatever that said essentially they were talking about it was like sprouted coconut. I forgot what you called it. It was like sprouted coconut. But it's like where it just starts to get a tree growing out of it, and like that's where they take it, and basically the inner stop part is solid. There's no hole, because like if you open up a coconut, there's like the meat that's kind of hard on the outside, the liquid in the center. By the time it gets to that point, it's turned into like a sweet fruit, and it's really good. I don't think it's called a sport, but you've had success with the old screwdriver and or hammer kind of deal. I've never opened. I've seen people like slowly peel away what seems to be an impossible coconut ripping like rind situation, but I've never like seen people make it look easy. So, yeah, always be safe. Always be safe with however you're trying to open something. Work away from you. Use a tool if you can. Don't use your hands. Cheese, have you ever broken a sugar cane by slamming it on the ground or by breaking it on your leg? Yeah, I've broken it on my leg. Like this. Really thick one. I had one that did not break once, and it was like, bah! It just like didn't work. The ones that break too easily too, like sometimes they're just not good, you know? No hole to horror, I know. The holer. I don't know. It's not coconut sport. I don't think it is. But we were talking about sport that one day on New Phoenix. So the first time I helped open a coconut, threw it at the pavement until it cracked. Yeah, no, that's also a move. Do the old like jump and slam situation. Yeah. Used love sugar canes. Used to gnaw on them when I was a kid. That was a snack that I only experienced in Miami. They would have like the random person that would have, they'd be like, you like sugar cane, you know, and I'm like, yeah, and they would like juice it in like their cranker, what the hell, juicer that has a crank, and they juice it out, but they would also be like, or you could get this, and it's like a piece of sugar cane, and they would like cut it so that it's like spiky and exposed, and you would just like chew on it for a while, and it just tastes like sugar, you know. I love sugar cane. My dad taught me how to break them when I was a kid. It's so much fun. It is. It is. Juicer, I hardly know her. Oh, Miami. Oh, Miami. Mm-hmm. Spent a lot of time around South Florida as a kid, especially in the summers, because my parents would work or not be able to, or like couldn't take care of me or anything like that. and I would be too young, so they would send me to Florida because I had relatives who were either at home all the time or it's just that, you know, they would have someone to watch me. So I would be in South Florida almost every summer for like a bunch of years. Chewing it straight from the cane. Yeah. I was talking about rum the other day with sugarcane, and the best rum tastes like sugarcane. So, like, in my opinion, I think the best rum tastes like sugarcane. It should, because that's what it's made from. It's fermented sugarcane. So if you're getting the esters of and the essences of sugarcane, that scent, it's just like really good. You know? Tyler Lamp, what's up? Not like sunscreen? What did I say? I don't know what I said. I suppose while this is toasting up, I can toast up another thing. I don't want to rush. I don't want to make more than one thing at the same time because then I'll forget to do something, etc. So, like, it's always funny to, like, you know, hang out with people that are doing cooking streams. And they're like, this is going to be easy or quick. It's not hard. It's just, it takes forever, you know. Something that will take you an hour will take you 3 hours, you know. So it's just like, okay. Bad rum tasting like sunscreen at times. What's the joke? Oh, okay. Rum tastes like sunscreen. I have not eaten sunscreen in a while, but if I had to imagine what it tasted like, yeah. Yeah. When we cook, I'm going to say this before I forget anything. When we cook, there is something to be said about using all of your senses. Smell, sight, taste, touch it. That will tell you when something is truly done. In a while? What do you mean? What? Got to get cloud spray on your mouth from time to time. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. That's how I would say that sentence, Lamp. Like this. You know? I can smell the bread right now, which is what I'm getting at. Which means that it might be done. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. So I'm going to turn the temperature off on the oven. So you can see the outer edges starting to blacken a little bit. The oil is boiling. I put too much oil on these. You can see, like, these aren't holes. They're just shiny parts of seeing the oil in there.
I traveled 500 miles to give you my seed.
Thank you for traveling 500 miles. Alejandro, good to see you again. You know what I mean? Hi. So I'm letting these like kind of cool slightly while I think about what I've done. But what I want to do is we're going to sauce it up. We're going to sauce this piece up real quick. Okay? And you know how I'm going to do that? I'm going to literally use a jar of pizza sauce. How are we doing today? I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm going to have a sip of water.
The power of the dark side.
Madman's knowledge. Ooh. Well, I said it earlier. I usually stick to one fact a day. This is what I'm using, by the way. Usually stick to one fact a day for my fun facts of the day.
My sexuality. Or giving me new sexuality. Behold.
Behold. So today. what we talked about was basically the process of salami.
Would you like to know more?
Salami is named that way because it's basically a salt sausage. You put salt on the outside of it. And the reason this came up is because of pepperoni. You put salt on the outside of it, it cures it, it draws the moisture out of it. Moisture equals mold if you don't do anything about it most times. And basically, the only bacteria that can grow through the salt is like a beneficial form that you have. And that bacteria produces lactic acid from its metabolic processes, right? So when it produces the acid, the lactic acid, it kills off the other bacteria that's around it, leaving only the one that is there performing the acid, making it safe, eating the bad stuff, killing the bad stuff, doing its thing. Which means that salami and pepperoni, in the way that they're made, are perfectly safe to eat because of beneficial bacteria that grows on the outside of them that produces lactic acid through the salt that makes it safe to eat. So it's friendly bacteria. And that is our Madman's knowledge of the day. I put too much sauce on the last one, but you can't see it. All that mold on mold violence, I know. Lactic acid, cry. Metabolism, cry. Cry, cry, cry. So it's a little toasty. It's a little toasty situation going on here. Just spreading some sauce, as we do. I think this is good. We want to just hit all corners. I don't like putting too much. Actually, as long as it's going to taste like the sauce, that's enough. If you put too much, the cheese doesn't have anywhere to really stay. You don't lactate? That's unfortunate. Can't believe you just told me that. You get it. You get what you get. So I'm going to do a thing that is called putting this in the oven so that the sauce heats up, because lukewarm sauce doesn't work for what we want to do. A little bit of moisture evaporation out of a sauce is a good thing. So we're not going to toast it up first. We're going to let it like kind of toast and think about what it's done for a second. And then we are going to add the cheese to it. I know. Getting wild up in here. French bread pizza. It's a good thing. It's tasty. It's easy. It's my favorite form of frozen food. I would like to know what your favorite form of frozen food is, because frozen food is perfectly acceptable. Because it's easy, it's fast, it's convenient, and it delivers a product that you want. Because you wanted it, because you bought it. Okay? So, let me know what you like. I have a second, but my favorite is always the Stouffer's French bread pizza. Cheese is using cheese. I am. I'm also going to do that thing where I take a real quick bathroom break before I finish all of my things. So please name your favorite frozen items, frozen food items. And I'm going to BRB because I drink too much coffee and water all day. Dino Nuggies. I saw that. That's cool. Let me know what you like. But for now, you get the koalas. The koalas love your company. Okay, I'm back. I see all of your choices here, and I like it. What's up, yo? Good to see you. What do we got? I see him. I'm going back. You rely on a lot of frozen faux meats. Interesting. I don't think I keep frozen ones very often, honestly. Nuggies, always a fan favorite. Pizza, hell yeah. Dino Nuggies, fun shapes, fun times. They aren't fully frozen here, but they are kept in the fridge. We have many and quite tasty ready meals here. I never was a fan of like the whole meal situation, you know? It always just kind of seemed like, I don't know. I had to eat some of them, so maybe that like is having to eat something rather than wanting to is a big difference. Chili cheese nuggets. But if there is a ready-made meal, what would be your favorite answer? Oh, and that one, butter chicken curry. Oh, well, sick. I think that's a very good frozen choice. Chili cheese nuggets. You put chili and cheese on the nuggets? Get them crispy first? I'm into it. Pizza rolls. Well, I love pizza rolls. Honestly. Frozen fruit. Awesome way to not only preserve fruit that might be going bad for you right away, but also to make smoothies and to make sure that the smoothie is the right temperature. With how the weather's changed up here, that's what I've become. The West Coast? Yeah. The only reason I have a terrible sleep schedule is because I have friends on the West Coast. Tater tots. Nice. Weird take, though. I feel like there's a right way to do tater tots that hasn't been explored, that's out there, you know, where somehow we can make them more potato-y in between the individual little bits that they're made out of. But I don't know if anyone's willing to put in the time to make a tater tot better. The best kind of tater tot is, frankly, a latke. It's double fried. It's sick. That's all I got. It's bound with egg. Like, right? Yes. Am I crazy? Did I make that up? I forgot. I don't know if there's egg in it. Now I forgot. Double fried potatoes. Tater tots should be double fried potatoes. They should basically be mini latkes, but they're not. Different continent. Oh yeah. Barely is all the way over there. All I can think of is ice cream. Ice cream is awesome, Flowerson. 100%. It's spicy cheese and batter and deep fried.